According to development experts, micro, small and medium enterprises are the engine growth in most of the world's leading economies. It was therefore not surprising that when the Managing Director, CEO of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Olukayode Piton, took over the mantle of leadership, he made a strong commitment that the bank will intervene in various segments of the Nigerian economy to ensure an all-inclusive economic growth and development. In pursuit of this agenda, the bank entered into strategic partnerships with reputable development facilitating institutions as well as commercial banks with a view to jointly taking steps towards accelerating Nigeria's industrial and economic development. Recently in Abuja, BOI signed a memorandum of understanding with Jaiz Bank for a 3 billion naira loan facility for onward lending to the micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, in the country. The MD of BOI was represented by the Executive Director, Small and Medium Enterprises, Mr. Shekarau Umar, who expressed confidence at the ability of the non-interest bank to effectively disburse the funds to target groups. Also speaking at the signing ceremony, the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Jaiz Bank, Mr. Hassan Usman, said small businesses will be able to access the funds to grow their businesses and create wealth. The event took place at the bank's head office in Abuja and was witnessed by officials from the two organizations. Welcome to today's edition of BOI Impact. I am Sheung Olagunju. Welcoming the guests to the signing ceremony and check presentation, the Executive Director, Small and Medium Enterprises, Mr. Shekarau Umar, spoke on BOI's various partnerships with different financial institutions and commercial banks.
What we are here for this morning is basically to look at a scheme that we are comfortable with, that we've established, which is called the bottom of the pyramid scheme. Bottom of the pyramid is known to everybody as those that are underserved, underbanked, and therefore have no way of getting credit facilities in most cases if they are not helped. We started this project, and to date, we are in this partnership with 16 different financial institutions, and we've disbursed over 3.8 billion. With the 3 billion we are disbursing to Jaiz Bank today, it means this project would have gone to 6.8 billion. We have also aligned 9 different financial institutions that we are also partnering with to disburse 5.1 billion between now and the end of this quarter. This will move our disbursement from 6.8 billion to about 12 billion. Now, the whole idea is how do we serve those that require these financial services but are unable to get it as easily as they are supposed to get. They are the ones that will boost the economy. They are the ones that will help the system. But unfortunately, they have no means of getting funding. And therefore, what we do is we now work with financial institutions that have the reach, have the penetration, and they also have the men and women in the field. They also have the customers. And therefore, we come up with an idea that, okay, let's give you some funding that you can now assist in funding those that really require this funding. Like I said, they have the reach, they have the penetration, they have the customers. We are only in 24 states. And even in the 24 states, we are only located in state capitals. We can't reach the people that we're supposed to reach. If we're in Bauchi office, we can't reach the people of Azare easily. We can't reach the people of Tapawa Balewa easily. With Jaiz Bank that is now all over the country and doing an excellent job, we believe that this is something we should do. And that is why today we're handing over the check of 3 billion so that they can now use their own manpower, the penetration they have, the understanding of the customers they have to reach those that ordinarily wouldn't be able to get any funding. And since our whole purpose is developmental, we should do what we should to make sure that every aspect of this country is reached. The industrial development that we're looking at, which is in line with NADEP, we should be able to partner with organizations that are ready to also help. And therefore, our meeting today with Jaiz Bank is a continuation of what we are used to, because we have signed with other financial institutions that are ready to help those that need help, okay? Without thinking of how much interest they are looking at, how much profit they are looking at. No. Let us partner together to make sure that the people that have been left behind are included, are served, are banked, so that they can continue to grow. And in the end, what we are looking at is the development and growth of our dear country, Nigeria. The most interesting thing about Nigeria is that when Nigeria is developed, other African countries are developed. So we want to thank you once again, MD and your team, for agreeing to partner with us, for agreeing to develop our great country, Nigeria. And by the grace of God, we will work together to develop our country. Thank you.
Also, the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Jaiz Bank, Mr. Hassan Usman, assured BOI that the fund would be disbursed to targeted beneficiaries and noted that the fundamental reason for the creation of Jaiz Bank was to create wealth through the MSMEs.
Today is a very symbolic day, and it marks the beginning of what I believe is a very strong, mutually beneficial relationship between the Bank of Industry and Jaiz Bank. I'm particularly pleased to be part of this epoch-making event, because fundamental to the vision and the mission of Jaiz is creating wealth, especially in the area that our brother is specializing in. We already have started a pilot of a microfinance or financial inclusion branch, and we are also going to use agency banking to dispense facilities to those locations where we are unable to set up a physical branch. These are going on pilot basis, but I know that majority of, or in terms of value, of the people that will benefit from this facility are already regular customers of the bank. They are not at the very low of the area, but they have impact, because a tailor that you are able to buy a sewing machine that will help him do the various styles and the various garments to produce, he will have to employ a number of artisans to do so. So that will have the impact that is required. While at the very micro level, we are intervening to women groups using agency product, which is a profit sharing product, to organize them in group of 5-6 women to provide financing at a very low cost to them. For us in Jaiz, this is very significant day, because it is also a support to what we have gone out to do.
Mr. Shekarau Umar also pointed out some of the strategic steps taken by the bank to promote MSMEs.
Our focus has never been how much interest are we generating, how much profit are we making as an institution. No, the impact. We would rather give 3 billion to Jaiz Bank and create impact over number of thousands of people than to give one company 1 billion or 10 billion that will not even increase the number of staff within that institution. So our concern has always been, we look at them. We have requests, we look at the ones that will create impact, and that is where our concentration will be. At the same time, while you are creating impact, you are also making small profits so that you remain in business, so that you continue to serve others. So these are the two areas that I feel I should mention. Our concern for creating impact and growing the industrial sector in our dear country, Nigeria, And our belief in capacity building, especially for the MSMEs, who really need to understand their business, need to understand what they need and how to grow.
Then came the symbolic check presentation, sealing the laudable partnership.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
That was the MOU signing as well as check presentation of 3 billion naira between the Bank of Industry and Jaiz Bank. The loan is to be disbursed to entrepreneurs around the country to empower the small operators to grow their businesses. And still in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, BOI Impact visited one of the bank's loan beneficiaries, Bissap Drink Company Limited. The company produces bottled water and fruit juices. The funds accessed by the company were utilized to purchase equipment that will boost the production capacity of the company. We met with the chief promoter, Mr. Raymond Asemaha, who talked about his relationship with BOI. Bissap Drinks is into the production of bottled water and fruit juices. From the loan acquired from BOI, the company purchased semi-automatic washing, filling and capping line and an automatic blow molding machine. The chief promoter of the company, Mr. Raymond Asemaka, spoke about BOI's involvement in his business.
We have two units of Bissap. We have the juice aspect and we have the water aspect. Then in the juice aspect, we have 5 products. We have the Juvenate apple, the Juvenate ginger, we have the Juvenate pineapple, and the Juvenate strawberry, and no, 5, then lemon. So those are the aspects. We initially wanted to do it in a bottle, but we've changed our mind because we want to, when you're coming in the market and you understand the industry and you now modify your business. So we are doing it in a Tetra Pak. So we are doing the 5 components of the juice in the pack. Then we're also we're going to start the yogurt aspect because the machines are there. We're going to start the yogurt aspect. Then the other water aspect, which you've currently seen them on ground. We actually approached BOI to support us because the project was taking a lot of funds from us. We invested so much money, and at the time we were starting the project, we had to tell BOI to support us, and they came to see what we were doing, and they were able to support us. They're shareholders funding, so that you can't just walk into BOI for them to give you fundings. They will be able to want you to do some certain things. On this project, we have spent over 150 million as of today. Now, we approached BOI precisely 17th of March 2017. And we got the disbursement of the funding end of the year. We have 7 vehicles, and each of the vehicles has a driver and has a motorboard. That is already, we have employed 14, only in the driving aspect. Now, in the workers, we have about 16 workers, both in the quality control, the management side, and the labeling unit. So we have 16 plus 14, that's the number. Then we have 2 securities that also work with us. We have a lot of customers, we have a lot of cash flow on the business. If you visit any H Medics now, we have all our product there. If you visit most of the big pharmacies in Abuja, Pyramid, Alpha Pharmacy, John Egg, Gimbia stores, Cherries, we all have our product over there. And a lot of people have been receiving calls from left, right, center. People are calling us, they want to drink water. And what we have to the aspect, to the juice, you know, we have the juice aspect and the water aspect. From the water, we are doing structured water. So everybody don't know. When you travel out of the country, you see that water are expensive. Why? Because they're giving us quality. But here, most people, when they go into the water business, they do quantity. And that's why our own is different, because we have remodified the other aspect of the water, which is called cedar water, and is structured. If you see on our vehicle, you see they will ask you, what are you drinking? You might be drinking chemicalized water. So the patronage has been very awesome, and I thank BOI because they are able to, give us a helping hand when we needed it most. They accept startups because they are not looking at, okay, you must have that cash flow that other people have. But, the commercial bank, they want you to have a cash flow, house, this and that. But then, they will only look at the little that you have, and they'll be able to come in to support. So I give them credit on that aspect.
He also explained some production processes.
You are welcome to Cedar Table Water. The company name is Bissap Drink. This is a shrinking machine, and the capacity of this one is about 2,000 per hour. Then this is a chiller. This is a chilling machine. And its work function is that it enables the labels. This label on the bottle stay. It's a chiller. You can see what is happening. So when it passes through here, it makes the label stick to the body of the bottle. So we have 50 cl and 75 cl. Then we produce, even customer comes to buy this product empty with the cover. So we produce them here by ourselves. We also produce this one. This is a dispenser, cedar structured water. We have the 75 cl and the 50 cl. Our dream is to be everywhere in Nigeria. This is in Abuja. We started in Abuja. Right now we are in Makurdi and we are in Niger. So we are planning to expand the whole of this Nigeria, because what we are doing is cedar structured water. It's not just ordinary water. So we're giving the best water that can allow the body to carry enough oxygen in the body. We produce this also by ourselves. We have a production center somewhere. This is our lab to test the capacity of what we are, the mixture content. So it's our lab. This is a measurement scale. This is a cylinder. This is a pipette. We have what they call pH that knows the level of the juice or the water. Because if you are giving out something to the market, you should be able to have a balanced pH. So we test it, we put those things in the lab to know if it's balanced or not. This is a mixer. You pour the ingredient here, you heat it, It mixed for number of hours or minutes. You transfer it. This is the transfer pump to this one. From here, it moved through the support of the pumping machine down to the pasteurizer and the filler. So what you do on this one, when it's connected, you just on it and it fill on through this pipe. So the capacity of this thing is, this one is 500 per hour.
And that brings us to the end of today's program, which clearly shows the developmental strides that are being taken by the management of the Bank of Industry. The 3 billion naira loan acquired by Jaiz Bank would enable the bank bridge the funding gap for MSMEs in the country. I hope you learned a thing or two from our entrepreneur showcased tonight. From us at the Bank of Industry, we will continue to support projects that have developmental impact and generate employment for our teeming youths. In subsequent editions of the program, we will keep you abreast of the various steps by the bank to fast-track the growth and development of Nigeria's industrial sector. Join us again, same time next week for another edition of BOI Impact. I am Shehu Olagunju.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.